to go in the fourth, and a 2-point lead for Liberty, Kitty.
Doc, this is just such an up and down game. You can see some tiredness in both sides. But the one thing that Liberty has is those offensive rebounds they've been getting and the putbacks. They have a couple inches on the Vikings, and they just seem to position themselves so well. But, I mean, Vikings are 100% in this game, only trailing by 2, and just, you know, they have a little bit of want to right now.
Well, 10 team fouls on both teams, so any foul now puts you up to the free throw line for 2. And we have Cole Rabideau with 4, and Mahitka has 4.
And Kanan Warren.
Kanan also, correct.
4, and so they're probably going to bring Josh Benson out in a cast eventually here if they need to. The senior, that's got to be so tough to be sitting on the bench when your teammates could use you, but nothing you can do about an ankle injury.
Well, the good news is both of these teams will continue on in basketball, in the basketball world. They will play regionals next Friday or Saturday. Don't know when or where or who or any of that, but
well, the seeding's coming very true. This is the Olympic League #1 team, the Kingco #1. Playing in the 3 and 4 match, we have SPSL #1 and #2, and then in the 5-6, Seamont 1 and 2.
North Kitsap with it. Olmsted driving on Chung. He'll kick it out to Cooper Lindsay. Jared Felix with it. He looks to the drive, but he'll go to Olmsted. Olmsted for 3. Oh boy, the Vikings could use that. Up by 1. It seems like they've had these little scoring droughts.
That is Olmsted with 16 points, several of them from three-point land.
And you can tell who they want to get it to, that man right there who has it now. And Felix is going to be guarding him.
They got to be counting 3 seconds. He's had that foot in the key for a good 5.
And in and out, rebound by the Vikings. Olmsted to Cooper Lindsay. Oh yes, what a beautiful play. Olmsted and Cooper Lindsay. And Coach Parker said, I've seen enough of that. That was a beauty. That's one that would be beautiful to see in slow motion replay.
It's the one you want, and plus he had #1 on him. Noble Cooper listed at 6'5" and able to use the backboard like he should.
57-54 lead for the Vikings. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in period #4.
You know, Patricia was saying she thought the game was over at the end of the 3rd quarter. That would have been great because North was up by 1. This is one of those where you just want it to end now because they're leading, but you also don't want it to end because it's such a good basketball game.
I was going to say, it has been really high-quality ball. It's been fun to watch. We invited our buddy John Sitton, that he had other things that were going on today, but I know he certainly would appreciate this quality of basketball.
Well, Dave Ziesmer, our other announcer this year, who's also a referee, has just spent his life refereeing lately, so he's been fighting that same nasty cold and all the above, and so he too is at home today.
Oh boy, but this has just been a fun tournament. It started 10 days ago.
And our very first game was this North Kitsap squad against the Washington Patriots.
That's right, Vikings against Patriots, so it is true. The Vikings came to North America, except it was in the 1700s.
Maybe not the same time frame.
But the Patriots with it.
Oh, nice move and screen.
Well, Bradley has the jump shot, but it's off, and Rabideau back in the game. Now remember, he has 4 fouls. Number 12 also has 4 fouls, and a little too high, I guess, for Kanan to bring it under control.
It is great to have Rabideau underneath, though, because he averages about 7 rebounds a game, along with his 23 points. So you love to have his strength out there.
Looks like Cole will be on the freshman. Chung with it now. And look at that. Nice board by Cooper Lindsay. do not ask me how Noble Cooper got free. He has a real knack for getting free.
They set some nice screens for him too, but he is an awfully good player.
Rabideau, off of Cole's foot, right to Chung.
Chung using that off arm.
That shot's loose, off the iron, but once again, wait a minute, it was for a moment. It looked like it was going to go to the Vikings.
I'm not sure about that shot clock. It certainly should have gone down a little bit more, but.
Oh, look out. That's going to be 2 and a trip to the free throw line. And it was just that momentary mix-up, and I don't even know if it was a mix-up. It was a good screen, I guess. But that's all it took, Cooper, to get to the glass for the layup.
That foul going on Felix.
That's 3 on Jared. Count it. And with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the fourth, we are tied 57-57 in this championship round of the West Central District. Olmsted to Cole. Long outside shot by Rabideau, bounces around but won't go down. And the rebound pulled down by Cooper. Time out. And I didn't see if that was called by...
Well, it's got to be called by the team
Liberty.
With the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that, it was called by Liberty.
Minute 54 left to go. And we are tied 57-57, both teams in the double bonus. Any foul will send the shooter up to the free throw line for 2.
Doc,
Wow.
the tension in this building is pretty amazing.
It sure is.
And it's funny when we watch some of the better players, how we can suddenly go, didn't he carry it, or didn't he do this, or when it's on the other side, of course. But we are watching some talented basketball out here. It may be Cooper scoring a lot, but his teammates are just setting him up, and they are playing such strong defense as well.
And it will be Chung bringing it across the line.
Ooh, North
for
switching.
Liberty.
Oh, it looked like they were going to switch to a zone, but not really.
There's the screen, back to Cooper. He wants to elevate. Jared stopped him once, stopped him twice. But the tip back out to Chung for a new 35-second shot clock.
Elfstrom with that tip.
And Chung with the drive and the dish to Walter puts the Patriots up by 2. One minute, 14 seconds left to go. Olmsted with it.
We're going to lose some of our view here, Doc, I think. Hopefully our fans can still get some of it.
Whistle blows, push the foul against the Patriots. And that's going to be 2 shots for Cooper Lindsay. Cooper has had a great game and a good season. Another player that every time we've done a North game has always come through.
Well, he's just where he's supposed to be, getting some good rebounds, and right now some important free throws.
Number 1 is a big one.
That's his first point of the evening, or afternoon, I guess.
Kind of.
It's hard to know which it is. It started at 4.
Second one puts North on a tie. I was going to say tie. Tied 59-59, under 1 minute to go. Chung with it. He drives the paint, another dish to Walter. This time it's blocked from behind. You're kidding.
That is the latest whistle. I think that's going to go on Lindsay. Our officials tonight, and the whistle from that time was Brian Striggy. We have Jared Fleury and Paul Parker. Walter going to the line for 2, 1 of 2 from the line tonight.
First shot is good. 2-point lead now for the Patriots, 61-59. Second one is good. It's a foul. There's 61-59. They'd added a point, I guess.
That's correct. They should up by 2.
61-59. 2 shots were good. And we have 45 seconds left to go in the fourth. North down by 2. Whoa! Warren keeps control of it. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Lindsay with the ball. Gets it to Warren. Warren drives the baseline. The reverse! The back door was open. And Coach Parker's going to call a timeout with 18.4 seconds in regulation, Kitty.
Oh,
61-61.
What a matchup right now. What a play by Warren. I
Man.
told you how he'd been tentative, and that was
That's correct.
not tentative. That
Nope.
it was, showed some guts.
The reverse for Keenan Warren ties it up. 18.4. And of course, we know that Liberty's first choice would be Noble Cooper.
Actually, they've been working it down to Michael Walter quite a bit lately, too. So
Yep, and a lot of that based on Cooper having the ball and drawing the defenders towards him. And actually, he's been kicking it to Chung sometimes, who's been finding Walter right down there by the basket. Oh boy, 18.4 seconds. What a good ball game tonight.
that's an eternity if you are North Kitsap. You want to do your best. You got to see what you can do to stop these guys. Now, one theory is you could foul and get them on the line and then come back, so you can come back and try for the 3 or the 2, depending upon what you would need.
It's a theory.
Yeah, it's not a good theory.
favorite.
It's not a good theory.
Good strong D though. And they're obviously going to try to work the clock down as low as they can get it. Shot clock is off. Chung out front. They got Felix and Cooper.
Travel!
Oh, man. And timeout, Coach Orness. 2 seconds, Kitty, and they've got to go the whole distance of the court.
We
Wow.
don't have a camera that they can go back. I actually think there should be a couple more seconds on that clock because when he blew the whistle, it needed to stop. And they may be discussing that, but I'm not sure that he knows what it was.
Brian Striggy's
He
over
is.
there at the scorer's table talking to the timer. And now he's going to go confer with his partners out there. And, you know, I thought maybe 3.5, 4.
Right.
But we will see what they end up if they do put any more time on the clock.
Well, this
And
is that shot you've practiced your whole life.
even before the timeout, Coach Parker was waving his guys off. The last thing you want to do is commit a foul. I guess they're not going to change the game clock. 2 seconds on it. And they are putting some pressure in back court. Cooper Lindsay's got it. He'll take the half quarter, and we are going to overtime. 61-61. We will have another 5 minutes of basketball. We have 4 extra minutes to play here at the West Central District 2A Championship ball game down at Dulesky Block Gymnasium at Henry Foss High School as the North Kitsap Vikings and the Liberty Patriots end up in a 61-61 tie. We're West Sound TV. Patricia Enns on the camera, Kitty Campagna on the other microphone, and I'm the Dr. Doc Parr. What a ball game we've had.
Well, Doc, if there is any symmetry, at the end of one, Liberty was ahead 17-15. Then you had tied up after 2 quarters. North Kitsap ahead after 3 and tied up after 4.
And the tip goes to Liberty. They get the first shot out of bounds off Liberty, and North will bring it in. And now it looks like they are going to pull that full court press back. Nick Chung is back there. He's looking at Olmsted, but Zach will take it across mid-court.
Have a lot of height out there, both Chapman, Cooper, and Walter.
That's Kanan Warren with it, Zach Olmsted. Cooper Lindsay, ball knocked loose by that height.
Exactly. Tough to pass around those wingspans.
3:30 to go. Noble Cooper under an arm. His shot is off, and the rebound, Cooper Lindsay. He's been doing a great job here lately. Warren will find a jump shot. Count it for Kanan Warren. Now remember, we have Kanan Warren, Cole Rabideau with 4 fouls. Oh, Chapman almost had it, Elaine.
They like getting it back to Noble Cooper. Felix trying to get the 5-second count.
He wants the big guy to set the screen. He comes out, does it. Rebound inside by Chapman. His shot's off, and Jared Felix with the ball for the Vikings, up by 2, 63-61.
A lot of tipping going on down there, and finally just some strength for the rebound.
Oh, beautiful pass, and Cole Rabideau did the smart thing by bringing it back out. He had that big old number 35, and Elfstrom was right on him. We got 8 seconds on the shot clock. Rabideau move into the free throw line. Oh, Felix with a huge rebound. And now North Kitsap could take a little bit of time. The old whistle from Coach Orness. He's got 4 guys down along the baseline. Cole's shot is off, and a rebound pulled down by Walter for Liberty. Timeout for the Patriots. 1:47 left to go here in this first overtime period.
Oh, Doc, don't do that to us. So
63-61 lead for North.
Seniors on both sides really trying to make it happen. Noble Cooper just keeps putting it up because he's put a lot of them down. He has 26 points on the night. Cole Rabideau with 13, which is quite a bit under his average, so I guess, which is 23. He's assuming he'll just be able to put up the next 10 right now.
Well, like you said, some of those North Kitsap guys suffering from the flu.
Yeah.
And to go not only play a team like Liberty, here you are in extra time. I've got to give it to them. And you could tell, I mean, almost looks like Zach and Rabideau, and I'm not sure who else might have it, but they're pretty white out there.
They've had some time, yeah.
Hope
so
they
are giving it them. I'm sure they've been well hydrated.
Yep, that's what you have to do. And remember Michael Jordan scoring, what, 70 when he was sick with the flu? Liberty will take the long outside shot. Chapman puts 3 on the board to give Liberty a 1-point lead. That was a long baseliner. Into Warren. Warren elevates at the free throw line, in and out. Felix with the board. Oh, luckily Zach Olmsted's there to keep it alive for the Vikings. Cooper Lindsay drive in. And
oh, that will not go off of him.
I think they should have let it go. It looked like it was off Walter. 1-point lead for Liberty, 64-63.
25 seconds on the shot clock.
Rabideau is on Chapman. There's Cooper. The Patriots' leading scorer sends it inside to Walter. Beautiful block, but they're going to call a foul. Oh, my goodness. I wish we had replay.
Still the right thing for Felix to do.
Oh, he had to, but it looked like a pretty good block.
It will be 2 shots for Walter. Walter, who has 11 points so far.
And he's been shooting pretty good at the free throw line.
Yeah, he's 3 of 4 tonight. Coach Ornez calling a timeout.
I got something going on over there with the freshman for Liberty, and might be blood.
Oh.
Because they're taking towels out. Bloody nose. 38.5 seconds left in the first overtime, and the Liberty Patriots up by 1 at the free throw line.
Wow, Doc, these guys just keep fighting and fighting, and they've had a couple balls at this end that were in and out. I really like what Warren is trying to do, and he's made some nice shots. These last 4 points keeping him in the game.
Well, he certainly had the shot. He
did.
He was open at the free throw line. That's one of the ones you practice as much as anything. It's going to be junior Michael Walter up to the free throw line for the Patriots, who are up by 1. 38.5 seconds left to go in this overtime. Number 1 is good. Number 2 is off. Ball's tipped around. It goes to Rabideau. Now you don't have get a 3 immediately.
You don't need a 3.
Plenty of time.
You need a 2 to
That's
tie
right.
it up.
You need a good score relatively quickly. Rabideau goes inside, and
he just fouled out.
Yep. And you got to call that. You cannot push your forearm into the defender. Oh man, that's just a bummer. And Coach Ornez has 30 seconds now to
bring in a new
bring
player.
in his new player, and we'll see who he taps. It'll be Houghton.
And for the Vikings, number 2, Jake Houghton. Timeout, North Kitsap.
And so Coach Ornez will take the time out. 25.3 seconds left, and a 2-point lead now for the Liberty Patriots.
Well, and obviously they can try for the steal first, and they do have enough time to not foul immediately, but they are going to want to foul. And as you've said, Doc, we're in the double bonus, so no matter who they foul, we'll be shooting 2. I would choose not to foul Cooper, who's only missed 1 all night.
And Chapman's a pretty good shooter for Liberty.
The one,
and Walter has been hitting his free throws consistently lately.
If we could just put number 14, Chris Hansen, out there, who's not made one yet tonight, but he'd make them then. Obviously, Coach is going to pick his people by who are strong free throw shooters.
Has Nick Chung been up to the free throw line?
No, he has not.
Okay, we got some full court pressure. Man on man by the Vikings. Lindsay is on Hay. Olmstead is on Hay. He does the quick foul. They did not get the steal, so that was the correct play.
It's a good idea. You want a little bit more time to come back with your opportunity for your shot. So that puts Hay up to the line. He's 1 of 2 tonight and has 3 points.
Stephen Hay. Number 1 is good. It's a 3-point lead. Oh, another timeout for Coach Ornez and the North Kitsap Vikings. 24.6 seconds left, and a 3-point lead currently for the Patriots from Liberty High School, but they have 1 more free throw.
They do, and you talked about the fact that they were not using timeouts earlier today, and this is exactly why. Ornez has 1 left to possibly freeze the shooter. He would certainly like him to see if he can make him miss. He's just a sophomore, Stephen Hay, but solid so far.
Wow, what a ball game. What a game, what a way to end up the West Central District tournament, and actually our season, for more or less for basketball.
Well, and Doc, you know, you look at both of these teams are going on.
Yeah.
But look at the pride, and they want to win this. This is huge for both of them.
And as much as we would love to bring you state action like we used to, the price has become prohibitive.
Or not possible at all. They don't even let us do it much anymore because it's contracted out elsewhere.
The rights have been sold to a company in Georgia, I
There you are.
believe.
Yeah. Second free throw.
And it's a 4-point lead. Again, they don't need necessarily a 3, but it would be nice. Olmsted elevates quickly. His shot's off, but it's going to be run down by Lindsay. Over to Felix. Felix elevates for the 3. Count it! Timeout. Coach Orness must have used his last one.
I'm thinking at this point, you do get an extra one in overtime.
That's right. Yeah.
My guess is he's out of them at this point.
Man. Down by 7.8 seconds, so you don't steal, you foul immediately. Do not let more than 0.2 of a second go off the clock.
I think you foul the guy on the crutches over there and see if he's wearing Liberty blue. That's really all we need to know. Wow.
This has been a fun one. It's been a good season, starting out or late in December. But what a great way to start it out. You weren't at that game, but it was the Battle of Buckland Hill, a doubleheader between the CK girls, Olympic girls, and the boys team from CK Ole. And the Olympic girls lost out the other night for potentially their 6th straight trip to
that would have been.
As the North Kitsap girls tie it up, grabbed the regional berth.
They did.
There's the inbounds. They do
I'm not sure that's legal. They can't do what they just did.
I don't know that they can.
Who'd he call what on? Oh, it should be a warning, and these guys are trying to get technical, but that's a delay of game is what it is, and Mr. Cooper needs to not try to officiate the game.
And they took 0.8 of a second off. There should be not that much time taken off.
Yeah, it wasn't even touched in time for, oh, there, it's back up there, Doc.
Okay, because at this point, every 10th counts.
It does.
So now I believe you can, I don't know, I think you can move along the baseline, but you can't pass it to another player out
I'm not
of
sure
bounds.
he can anymore now. Ooh.
Timeout. Good, strong defense by North forces a timeout for Liberty.
So the delay of game, he said, actually went on Liberty because I think they were out of bounds and went back across the line.
As you said, next time it would be a technical.
Right, and Noble Cooper was looking for a technical on North Kitsap, not the case. We realize we're giving backs of heads a little bit, but fans are extremely excited here, and Doc and I will continue to describe the action to you as we go on in this overtime period. 7.8 seconds, Liberty with a 67-66 lead, really doing, and North Kitsap trying to keep them from getting the ball thrown in. We have Jared Felix back as a center fielder because they had Walters back there. Walter. We'll see what Coach Parker has drawn up this time. I believe he can run the baseline is what what Striggy's told him. And they got the foul.
And it was before the ball went back to Cooper, which is a good thing.